Hello there friends, and welcome back to another lovely day here on our island of Duality. We're here with Sunny over in our little meadow that we made last time, and Carraleigh has been kind enough to move Sparrow's house over here for us. Unfortunately, he's not home and we don't get to see what his house looks like just yet, but he fit right into our meadow. But you know what happened when she moved him in? Our cherry tree disappeared. Oh no. So we've got to find a way to replace that cherry tree over here, maybe in a little bit of a different spot, but we're going to get one in there. And then today we're going to talk about these last 2 acres. Oh, and mushrooms! Okay, yeah, it's mushroom season. Isabel mentioned it when we signed in today. Super exciting. It is November 1st here in the game. So yeah, first day of mushrooms. Poppy's over here watering some flowers for us. Thanks, Poppy. What do you got going on? Someone said I'd look cool if I put on a steampunk costume. Yeah, I think lots of people said that actually. I don't know. I feel like I look kind of warm. What do you think? Do you think maybe I got the wrong kind? No, we're glad it's keeping you warm though, because it is starting to get cold now. We can feel it. The autumn is arriving. Things are getting yellower, golder, browner, a little less green anyway. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at what our last 2 acres are. We've got 2 acres left in our little 10-acre version of the 20-acre method here on our side of the island. We've got 2 acres left to do, so we're going to look at both of those today and maybe start prepping some stuff. We might do a little more work in the meadow because I wanted to check around the flowers. Like, we planted a lot of them blind, so now that they're grown up we can see if the colors worked out the way that we like. Like right here, I think I'm gonna change this one to yellow. And I still have all the seed in my pocket, so we'll just plant a yellow one right there. Oh, by the way, we have a couple gifts in our pocket from JoJo over at JoJo Crosses. She sent them to Carraleigh's mailbox, but Carraleigh kindly left them outside our door, so apparently there was a stack of 30 gold nuggets, so thank you JoJo for that. That's going to be super helpful. But Sunny gets half of them, 15, and then she also sent some decorative bottles. Let's see what color these are. Green. I don't know, we might use those over here in Sparrow's yard. We got to give Sparrow a yard too. That's a thing that we have to do over here in our meadow. Sky, what's going on? Good afternoon, airmail. Let's talk. I wonder why someone left the wheat field out, because this is a meadow. I kind of like it, airmail. I kind of like it too. Actually put some more of them out. But yeah, I think the wheat fields ended up looking really good over here. Our weeds are doing really well. Uh-oh, we got 2 yellow flowers next to each other. So I guess we can dig one of these up and take it somewhere. We need another yellow one. But overall, I think our flowers ended up pretty good as far as distribution. Maybe we need to turn this one yellow, because we got that white one right behind. I don't know. I think that's probably okay. I don't know. We don't have to alternate them or anything. I don't know. I just want to make sure they get kind of even. Alright, so let's see what we can do about this cherry tree, because I was very sad I didn't, like, Carraleigh, how did you let this happen? The cherry tree that we left in your way somehow mysteriously disappears. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us plant it back in the spot where it was because the house is too close, but we're going to try it anyway. And then if it doesn't work... Oh, do we have a cherry in our pocket? Yeah, we do. If it doesn't work, then we will have to see, maybe move it up a spot or something. But that cherry tree's going back. Carraleigh's not getting out of that this easy. She can't do that to our cherry tree. Oops, don't plant a cherry there. Plant the tree. Oh, it is going to go back there. Well, weird. I wonder why it took it out when she put the house in there. That's so strange. Alright, well, we lost a cherry tree and we have gained a cherry tree. But yeah, I think that looks super cute. Sparrow's house looks really cute over here. We need to give him like a little front walk here, so let's get that put in. I don't know if it needs to completely like connect with the path over there. Alright, let's put this, and then how do we want to do this? I'll put this. Yeah, I think... Okay, I think we'll do it like this. I'm just thinking about these things for a second sometimes. I just want to have a spot to put a little bit of brick in here, so I think maybe we will do this and this, and then stand this way. We'll put the little middle piece in, and then we get a little piece of brick maybe up here. Yeah, I like that, and then we'll put one down here too. The little spaced out one, that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't have to be completely connected with the path over here. Just have a little spot where he can come out the front door. But yeah, I think Sparrow is the perfect villager to live in our little meadow. I'm super excited. I love our little meadow. I still think though, because I was walking around here yesterday and I wanted to just sit and enjoy the meadow, and all I had to sit on was this old stump, which is fine and all. But I think we have a little bit of space right here. Maybe we can put in some kind of log bench or something. Do we have that recipe? Actually just got the log stool recipe, and what's her name? Isabel just gave us the recipe for the little mush wreath, which is super cute. So we got the log stool recipe. We could use that if we had to. Oh yeah, because we don't have the little log bench or anything. We do have this one though. We could put like a wooden block bench for now until we get the log bench. We could do that. I want something pretty natural over here and not too obvious, if that makes sense. So let's see if we can make one of those little wooden block benches, and we'll put that over here just for the time being until we can get like a log bench or something. If we can get that recipe, and if we don't, you know what, the other one will be just fine. That's always part of a new island, isn't it? Is the recipes that you get and working with what you got. Oh, you know what, I ran up here to go to the storage shed and we have it in our pocket. I guess we could see what this balloon gave us. Nothing that we need. I place this down for just a second. We should go see what's in Nooks today too. Okay, so first of all, do we have something? Because I almost put a swinging bench over there, but I think that's like too big and just like obvious. I want something a little more subtle over there in our little meadow. So we don't have anything really, because this is by, yeah, all the chairs and stuff are together. So I don't really see anything there that... Ooh, we have one of these. I didn't realize we had one of those. I had an idea for those, but I don't think it'll work for this island, so maybe in the future. Okay, so we probably have enough softwood on us to craft something here. I want to have a bunch of fossils up there to sell too. I was collecting them too early in the morning, and I didn't want to sell them through the Dropbox and lose some bells. Because we need... Our debt right now is like 1.248 million. That's a lot. So we need every little bell. Alright, and it was right there. Yeah, if we just leave it this natural color, I think that'll be okay. Until we get... I'm surprised though, for some reason I thought we had either the wild log bench recipe or the log bench. Yeah, one of those two. I thought we had one, but apparently we didn't. Got another sturgeon too, so we're gonna sell that also. Even though we technically should wait for CJ, but I don't know. Maybe we will wait for CJ. Oh no, pocket's full already. What? What is in there? Oh, we have a bunch more fossils. You know what? We should go get those assessed. What can we put? We're going to sell these gold nuggets too that JoJo sent over, because I'm pretty sure that was like her purpose with it, just to give us a little bit of something to get some bells or however we wanted to use them. But we don't really have a need to make anything golden, so I think we will just sell those and get the bells. Should help out a lot. But let's run over here to Blather's. Oh, Carralegh's got the wild log bench. Good for her. She's building a forest over here, so that's fair. Totally fair. But yeah, one of the fun things about this island has been just kind of, you know, having to decorate each side with what each character gets. And I've purposely been playing them like on alternate days and stuff so that they're not always getting the same thing. So they get different beach recipes. They get different recipes from the villagers. They get different. So it's kind of fun having like, oh, well, Sunny's going to have to work without that because only Carraleigh has that recipe or whatever. So yeah, that's been a really fun part of it, actually. Just it adds a little bit of challenge to it. And, you know, I've kind of kept them from trading. I've talked about it maybe a couple times, but I don't, I haven't let them do that either because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of what I just said. It's like, we could just trade stuff back and forth, but, you know, that takes away that little bit of challenge of just how do we work with what we have on our side of the island. So we will admire her wild log bench from afar and figure out our own thing, which is totally working too. So oh, actually, you know what, since there's nobody in the campsite today, we're gonna invite a campsite villager because we need another one of these. The Maury Place sent this over, but he only sent one, so we need another one. And we haven't got the ability to order those yet, but we can totally invite a campsite villager, and then we might get another new recipe too. We're gonna take out this piece of river. Oh, we probably have to take out this bridge too. Well, and by take it out, I mean get Carraleigh to take it out, because she has to do all that work. All right, let's see. So we've got all our fossils assessed. What am I doing? We need to go sell these. Did I pick the storage shed back up? Because we're gonna put... Oh, should we put some mushrooms in our little meadow over here? Would that be super cute? Can we just plant them over here as we find them? I think that'd be super cute in our little meadow. I'm loving it. Why did I put that down? I thought that was a storage shed. It's not a storage shed. Oh, I left the storage shed up by the thingy, didn't I? Alright, so do we put the bench down here? This is kind of what I was thinking in this spot, because there's not much here. But is that like too out in the open there? Maybe we should put it like behind the butterfly back here. Yeah, I think that's like kind of too on par with Sparrow's house too. We'll probably have some kind of seat. Alright, I'm going to take this one weed out, and I'm going to put the bench right here. Yeah, that's a little more kind of integrated. Not as noticeable. We don't want it just sitting out here where it can be noticed, but we probably do want to find a few things to place around here and there to give it a little more something. I don't know, and we need to do something for Sparrow's yard, so we'll keep checking. We still have a bunch of items down on the beach that Larkshire brought over that we haven't used yet, so we need to check through those and see what we've got over here, because we've got a bunch of stuff. Like shoji divider, a step ladder, a yoga mat, nice. So yeah, oh, green leaf piles, we got a crane game, okay, curtain partition, a store shelf. Yeah, oh, we gotta switch out our little market too, don't we? Ooh, a ranch cupboard. Would that look cute in Sparrow's yard, or is that like too much for over there? Some carnations, a cornucopia. Let's take this over there for a minute. Oh, I just ran over a pink lily. Oopsie. We'll just set this over here with the bottles until we decide. I don't know what color it is or anything. Pink. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have it in pink. You know what? Let's take this with us then so we can customize it. I think we can change the color on that ourselves. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen any other mushrooms on our side of the island, so Carraleigh with all her forest trees probably got most of them. Okay, let's see if we can change the color on this ranch cabinet, or is that something we have to take to Cyrus? Ah, we have to take it to Cyrus. How rude. Okay, well, let's put a few things away now if we can. I think I will save this sturgeon for, what's his name? Put the garden faucet away, we'll put the sturgeon away. I'm going to put these stacks of 30 stuff away, because we're not building anything right at this moment. We'll have time to gather some up again. Alright, we do have a couple... Oh, we have just exactly 99 weeds in our pocket too. We do have a couple of... What was I gonna say? Flowers in our pocket. Yeah, a couple of flowers in our pocket. Okay, let's see what's in Nooks today. Or were we already in here? It's hard to keep track of the days. Oh no, we definitely weren't in here already. Okay. Oh, do we want a rattan bed? I don't think so. That's more of a like a summertime type thing, isn't it? Alright, so let's sell all these. I don't think any of them were something that we wanted. Nope. And we're going to sell those 15 gold nuggets. And what was this? Oh yeah, we don't want to sell that. 178,500 sold. Ooh, you know what? Should we buy turnips again? Should we do it? Okay, I got used to running over here every day because of the candy, but all that's gone now, so shouldn't be anything we need in there. We don't need a magic kit. We don't need that box. Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off on any of this. Although, do we want this thing? How much is it? A curtain partition, 2,900. I'll buy it. You know what? Carralegh's got one. That was one of the items that JoJo sent over, actually. And Carralegh's keeping that one, so we got one too now. Ha ha ha. Okay. Actually, I think there was one down on the beach, wasn't there, from Larkshire? We didn't even need to buy that. It wasn't that expensive, though. Maybe we can find a way to use it. So, here, okay. We're going to set up those last 2 acres today. But here's the thing, guys. I'm not loving the secret garden the way we have it. I don't know. I'm just, I mean, it's cute. It's cute. I think it's the placement of it that I'm not loving. There's just like this big thing right in the middle of our acre. And maybe that's not bad. Maybe part of the problem is that we don't have the path around it yet. I mean, we've got the path on this side, but we don't have the path on the other side. And like, there's this water here that we're gonna have to get rid of. I don't know. I'm just complaining, but I don't know. Something about that might change. It's possible. But before we get any further, because we're probably gonna be just super scattered today, like that's gonna be different from any other day. Anyway, okay, so let's take a look at acre 9. We're in the last 2 acres, 9 and 10. So let's take a look at acre 9. Acre 9 is a 2i, and so that is going to be nooks and 3 Nook Miles items. So that'll be interesting. What should we put around nooks right next to the meadow? So that's going to go in this acre. Let's go ahead and roll our die to see what our cliff height's going to be on that one. We might need to pull it out here a little bit. We kind of hit it under a tree there, didn't we? Alright, so we rolled a 5 for that, and a 5 is going to be a 1 cliff. So we have to put 1 cliff in the nooks acre. Acre 9. Okay, so nooks and 3 times Nook Miles items. We'll have to go take a look at what we can get and decide what that's going to be. Alright, and then for acre 10, acre 10 is a 4E. We're just going to go ahead and look at both of them today so we can start getting the rest of this like mapped out so we can actually go and do some decorating for once instead of half decorating everything. I mean, part of that is because we just haven't had stuff, but you know what I mean. Okay, so acre 10 is 4E. That's a villager, and that's going to be our orange grove, which we knew the orange grove was coming. Now we know it's going to be down here on the corner, and actually this acre includes our peninsula. So this is going to be part of the orange grove, which is really interesting. And that is right in front of our secret garden and Abel's acre. We got to get this river out of here. So we're probably going to get in construction mode before long. But let's go roll and see what our cliff height is going to be for the orange grove, because that could be really interesting. Okay, also one cliff height. Interesting. Maybe we'll just bring this whole situation, both of these acres, all the way up to 1 cliff height. How do we feel about that? I mean, it would be right here in front of Abel's. So maybe that's not the best idea, but we'll have to think of something. All right, we'll really look at it. Let's get this river out of here first. We've got a bunch of trees in these acres too, because we've just been kind of throwing all the trees in the last acre that we're going to be working in. So we're definitely going to keep the orange trees in this bottom acre and probably plant some more, I would think, if it's an orange grove. But for right now, we gotta get this river out of here. I'm sure the Able sisters will be happy because they're like, why do we step out our door and almost step in water? You ever seen those like funny videos where somebody walks into a puddle and they just like go all the way down, covered over their head and everything? Because it was actually a deep hole and they just assumed it was a puddle. That's probably how the Able sisters feel. Like, just a big river right outside your door. Don't step in it. Filled in. Oh, we should look in Able Sisters today too. They finally started getting some fall clothing in. Now that it's November, hopefully they're going to have lots of cute fall clothes for us to choose from. We've got our little groovy tunic on today, which is the subject of our Who Wore It Best this week. We'll find out who's wearing it best. I haven't looked to see who's winning so far. It usually changes a few times though, so I don't count it until until it's over. All right, Flip is sitting over here. So this is coming down to, whoops, like a connection to the ocean down there. So we have to think about what we want to do with that too. And since we have a cliff height here, maybe, just a maybe, we'll just have a waterfall going down into the ocean from up on the cliff. Look at Flip. You enjoy that river for a minute there, buddy, because I'm taking it out of here. But we will have to get this bridge taken out, because that's definitely going to be in our way. And see, now that we know this, that makes me want to change the Secret Garden Acre even more, because we put Abel's kind of right on the front end of it. And if we want to raise these acres up, that's not really a great place for it, is it? Wait, did we get one cliff height for the Abel's Acre too? We did, didn't we? No, we got 2 cliff height. Wait. We got 2 cliff height. Well, you know what? Some of you guys have been talking about like a sunken thing or whatever. Maybe we just drag this acre into the height as well. That's something to think about. How many, let's take a look at how many inclines we have on the island so far. So Carralegh's got 3 over on her side and we've got 3 on our side. That's 6. There's 4 left. I guess technically we have 2 of them. So if we did make these 3 acres a cliff high, we would definitely have to figure out how to get the inclines in there so that they were the most useful. Okay, wait a minute. I'm having flashbacks to like one former iteration of my Forever Island, something that I did with an orchard. Okay, this is going to be really fun and interesting. Yeah, we might try a few things. We're gonna have to get rid of some trees though. It's too bad that we can't put them in our storage already. I am so excited about that feature though. Trees and flowers in storage means we will never have this ever again. All these flowers on our beach. And we won't have to do it. We'll have our beaches clear. We'll be able to decorate them anytime we want without having to worry about all the flowers that are there. Okay, and we do have a lot of flowers on the beach. You know, we haven't found our beach bottle yet today either. Not that we necessarily are just hurting for it. Oh, what kind of recipes are the crafting villagers going to have right now? Do they have fall recipes or do those only come from balloons? I don't know. Okay, well that is a money tree. There's some orange trees. Yeah, we're gonna have to move like these peaches and pears. I think we did put an apple tree in the secret garden, right? Yeah, we did. But what can we do with peaches and pears? I might just cut these down. I think we're just gonna cut them all down for now. I mean, we have pears and peaches, so we can plant more if we figure out a place to do it. But I just think that's going to be our best bet right now, is just to cut cut the trees down. Where are my pears? Just to cut these trees down because like there just isn't room. And we have enough cherry trees. We don't need to keep the cherry trees. So we'll just get rid of all of these except for the oranges. And then we can at least like see what we're working with, you know what I mean? We'll have plenty of cherries. Oh, there's another apple tree too. Well, again, we can plant more anytime we want because we have the fruit. Oh, that was a dangerous way to shake that. Oh, I don't know why I'm picking up coconuts right now. Those don't count. Alright, so let's get our axe out and just chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Everything except the orange trees over here. Just to give us some room to work. Oh no! Why? Thank you for your service, faithful axe. And we got rid of the workbench that was over here, didn't we? Oh no, we didn't. We moved it up here. Awesome. Well, let's make a new axe. Craft, craft, craft. What have we even used that axe for? I don't know. It must be chopping down a tree here and there, and then we've just had that axe for a long time. And that used it up. Okay. Is this where we were chopping? No, we were chopping over here, so we're gonna have to chop a bunch over there too. I'm gonna have to work on this and kind of really look at things because I'm really bad at using trees and flowers on my island. Like, it's usually the last thing I put in, unless it's an orchard or something. I'm gonna leave that one there because that's in that acre. Although it may all be moving, it may all be moving. Would a secret garden be more secret if it was down in a hole in the ground? Part of the thing that I don't like about it is, I mean, and it doesn't have to take up the whole acre, obviously, because anything that goes in the acre just has to be in the acre. Like, you can get orange grove for your thing, and you can stick a tiny orange grove in the corner and do whatever you want with the rest of the acre. I mean, that's like how the 20 acre method works. But, wait, did we just pick up a gift? Where'd it go? Did I not pick it up? Did it disappear? What happened? Did we not just pick up a gift? Oh, wait, there it is. What? I'm so confused right now. What did I just pick up? I picked a yellow rose. Oh, okay. I thought I picked up the gift, and I picked a yellow rose. A fox mask. Alright, well that's something we're definitely not going to need. Alright, I see what I did there. Let's chop some more trees. Didn't hardly get any wood out of that one. Should have chopped it from the other side. Yeah, we don't mind having this wood either from chopping these. Okay, well now that we've talked ourselves to death, let's go ahead and how many of these are in, oh, none of these are in the meadow because the meadow is like way over here, so we actually have a bunch more trees. And what's going in this acre? Nooks and Nook Miles items. All right, you know what, I'm just gonna chop all of these because like I said, we can plant more and they're just kind of in the way right now. If we're gonna be building cliff, I just need these trees out of the way. I'm just gonna be ruthless. Hello? Get in front of the tree. Oh, there's a bush there. No wonder. Didn't see it. We're just gonna chop all of these. Oh, we haven't come across any wasps yet. But yeah, these are like just all the trees that we've just been throwing over here. There's one. Because we were taking them out of other acres and we thought we might want them at some point. And now they're just getting chopped. See, this is like the thing. I should learn just to chop the trees as I go and then plant more because we can buy saplings anytime we want at Nooks and then I just end up with all these trees that I have to chop down. Anyway. Okay. Let's do it. I It would have been good though if we had found a place to use them. That we had them handy. Alright, so we're not chopping down the orange. We are going to chop down the cherries because like we said, we've got enough cherry trees. And again, we can always plant more if we need them. But we need, oh man, we have such like a to-do list over here because we got to change our little market, our little seasonal acre out to not be spooky anymore since we're changing that. You know what? I think the meadow being next to a cliff will be really cool too. We did have a lot of trees, didn't we? A lot. Okay, just gonna get these weeds out of the way. Now we gotta gather this all up and dig up the stumps because you can't build cliff on top of stumps. So we'll have to see, but yeah, I think we're probably gonna completely redo the Abel's Acre. Maybe. Maybe. This is cute. I keep going and look at it and just like, we didn't do a bad job on it. I'm just not sure it's working, is all. We can make something just as cute. That's another thing I'm really bad about, is just like making something and then, oh, it's cute, we can't change it. But yes, we can. We can make something just as cute. Okay, so this one is a money tree. We're gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna leave the oranges. Definitely we'll have to plant more oranges, I think. An orange grove. And what was the other thing? Oh, a villager. Okay, so for now we'll be moving Flip over here because he's the last villager without a home. And Flip is going to be moving though. Oh, weren't we going to invite somebody to the campsite? Whoever the Cinnamoroll character is. Oh, what are all these trees now? Goodness. What are we doing over here? And we've got all the sugar and all these bushes. We're going to have to move all this stuff. I've been hoarding it all in the last acre. Okay, so here is this. And that's pretty far back. I mean, that kind of has to go straight. We can't expand it anymore right around that, so we can't like make this into a lake or anything. We'll just have a little waterfall coming down to it, I think. Should we? Maybe we could just make the end of it into, I mean, it's just gonna have to expand out from there. Could make it into a little pond, like there's a little tide pool or something, I guess. I don't know if that fits with our stuff. We'll have to see. See, I'm gonna have to move all these bushes and stuff too. So much. If we put... We don't really have a peninsula that's gonna let us put cliff on it, is it? Oh, pockets fall. Okay. And we left our storage. Oh, should we go ahead and pay off some of our loan? You know what? We need to empty our pockets before we go any further. I think for now I'm just going to put the money in the bank in case we need it for like inclines or something. And then if we get up to the amount that we owe, we can send it over. But for now, let's just put it in. We'll just put, I don't know, 217,000 in. And that leaves us a little bit in our pocket in case we find something to use it on. Anything good in Nook shopping today? An excavator. Don't need one of those. Handheld lanterns! I love those! I love them. Oh, we don't really need them on our side of the island though, do we? Alright, we're getting one. We're getting one, and while we're right here, let me find my amiibo before I forget again. And we're gonna invite a camper. Hello, this is Chai. Thanks for the call. What can I do for you? Huh? Come visit the campsite? Oh my gosh, yes. I've totes been wanting to go again. Okay. And she's saying again because I believe Carraleigh invited her once before. So she is coming to the island for a second time. We just didn't get the benefits of it the first time. Okay, actually I went outside and I had to come right back in because I believe just getting her in the campsite should have opened up the items that we want. Yes, they did. Okay, we need that parasol. Yay. Okay, any of this other stuff we want? I guess not right now, although that little table is super duper cute. Do we have somewhere we can use that? You know what, let's just order one. We're just spending bells like it doesn't matter. Oh, look at the little hat. We're getting that too. We'll be wearing that in the next episode. Okay, so let's head back and say hi to her and see if we can make her a gift. And maybe we'll get a new recipe out of it. That would be super nice. And then we'll continue our work. Start putting a cliff in, or at least kind of outlining it or figuring out where it's going to go. Maybe we'll use some marks on the ground first. Just put like some dirt down so that we know where we want it to go. Poppy! Woo! Hey friend. Good afternoon, Nutty. You look like someone who's got big plans, Sunny. I'm more the little plans type. Alright, well you run with your little plans. We do have big plans. Poppy, you are absolutely right about that. Where are we going? Oh yeah, campsite. I forget where I'm going already. Okay, let's go talk to Chai. Carralegh's got this campsite looking pretty nice, I have to say. Alright, there she is with the pink mug on her. Or is that a teacup? It's not exactly a mug. Here I am. Thanks so much for inviting me. Alright, you got a request for us? Camping alone is so laid back. I can do whatever, whenever, you know. Yeah, totally. A birdhouse made on this island. What do you think that would look like? I'll make one for you. You'll make one for me? Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm going home tomorrow. Can you maybe make it today? Absolutely. As soon as we get some stuff out of our pockets, probably. We're gonna have to run over next to Nook's anyway because we're not carrying a workbench with us, which is okay. We love running back and forth. It's kind of just something that we do. At least we have a path to follow now. We're getting some path down here and there. We are, and Carraleigh is. Alright, so did we have stuff we need to put in storage? Oh yeah, we're gonna put all these fruits in storage so that we have plenty of those saved up. Do we want the fox mask? I'm gonna go with no. Curtain partition we just bought. I'll put that in storage too. It was gold. I'm gonna go ahead and put the ranch cupboard in storage for now too because we can get it from Tortimer. If we go over to the island, we can just go in our storage and get it. But this means we'll finally be able to get Nook's moved to its permanent location. It'll be out of our yoga studio. It's hard to do yoga with Nook's around. What are we doing? We're selling things. Are we selling things? I think that's what we're doing. We really came over here to craft something. Do we have anything to sell? I'm going to sell this yellow rose. And the fox mask and these. And 99 weeds? We should really sell those to Leaf. Alright. That's something else we can pull out of our storage when we get over there with Tortimer. Alright, so I'm going to swap, whoops, these two. And stop by that storage again on my way out. Okay, got those weeds put away. Let's make a birdhouse for Chai. Too bad we didn't get a new recipe. That's alright. We got the cinnamon roll parasol, and that's what we were really after. So, we didn't come out with nothing. Alright, let's get this over here. It's kind of a long run. This is one of those moments when the island feels really big. Oh my gosh, wait, did you make the birdhouse I asked for? I did. Here you go. I'm like so lucky to have someone from Duality make me another souvenir. Thanks, I'm so like moved that someone made this for me. Here, take this, a school desk as a thank you. Oh, thanks. I don't think we had one of those yet, so. Going home after an extra fun time is way hard. Back to the grind, you know. You should totes invite me camping again sometime. I heart this island so much. Alright, well you keep hearting it. I'm sorry, but we don't have room for you here. But I hear that they're going to be building a hotel on the dock. So maybe you can come back and visit in January. And then you can, you know, get out and walk around the island a little bit and enjoy the forest and the diner and all the things. That'll be exciting. Much more fun than camping. Okay. Wow, look at all this big empty space in front of Abel's now. Okay, so we gotta finish digging up our stumps and things here. This is a work day. Nothing very exciting today. I mean, it's exciting because we're working toward a goal, but, you know, some days you just gotta dig up stumps, and that's today. We have a new friend on the island. We haven't seen Sparrow walking around, have we? He's around here somewhere. We need to go find him and say hi. We haven't even greeted him since he got to the island. He's got to be around somewhere. Alright, so we're probably going to move these orange trees to... Where do we want to move them? Do we want to put them on the peninsula? Like I was saying, I don't think our peninsula is big enough to like put some actual cliff height on, but I could be wrong. Maybe let's go look at it for a second. I mean, yeah, it's only like 2 spaces wide down here, so that's not gonna work. I mean, we could bring it up maybe like this far if we really wanted to, but I don't know. I feel like that's just gonna block our beach path, so we probably won't do that. Alrighty, so now that we got... Oh, no. Thought our work was done. So not. We gotta dig up these bushes, too. I always forget to use stumps. Like, that's totally a design item you have at your disposal. You can chop down a tree of any size and leave a little stump. And the tiny ones are so adorable, by the way. But I always forget to, like, you know, use that as an option. Like, you can just put some tree stumps out there. Just plant a tree and chop it down. One more item. Okay, so we have some pumpkins growing over here, too. We're probably gonna have to move those. I put these flowers here to try to get more hybrids and then never remember to water them. So we'll just take these out of here. How much stuff do we have in our pockets again? Okay, it's not super duper full. Get these out of the way. And then we gotta kind of start deciding where our cliff is gonna go or how we're gonna do this. Do we want... Okay, so wait, let's look at the map. Look at the map. Okay, so it's the Abel's Acre, the one on the edge there. And right behind that is our little sunrise viewing area, which I don't really mind if there's some cliff in front of that. We kind of already put a little bit of cliff in front of it anyway. I did kind of want to leave that pond, so if we do build a cliff there, I feel like we'll just do it from that pond forward. But again, we could just take a good picture of that pond and like remake it up on the cliff. We could do that. Otherwise, we'd just be like extending this cliff out, and then maybe Abel's would move up. We would move Abel's up. I mean, we could leave this right where it is and just have the cliff going like from here forward. And then this would be more hidden because it would be like behind a cliff. But that would also leave a little bit of space here so that this doesn't get just thrown behind a cliff. You know what I mean? And then this could come right up to an incline that went up the cliff. And we would just continue it from here. Have it kind of come down around this way. Okay, and then I could do... Yeah, I have thoughts about that. And then it would come over here. It would come over... Where is it? Over here. Yeah. Oh, this is like in the end acre, isn't it? It is. Oh, for some reason I thought it was in the next one over. So we would do some kind of waterfall or something off the cliff, or like just turn this into a little pond that goes right up against the cliff. I don't know. I don't know if we want more waterfalls or not. We'll think about it. And then that would come like right over here, and the edge of the meadow is even with the edge of resident services, but it doesn't have to come all the way over because we also have Poppy and Poppy's houses back here, so maybe we would kind of angle it down here so that it left some open space there so you could get over to the market and everything. I don't know, we'll just have to kind of start messing around with it, won't we? Man, that's gonna be so, yeah, that's gonna take some thinking. Alright, so wait a second. Since we're here and we have the waterscaping, so we can, I think from like this point, because we can't, we can't take this bridge out. Carraleigh has to do it. But I think from this second square on, we can kind of expand this out. Can we not expand it even right there? No, it's not gonna let us do it right now with the bridge in there. That's too bad. But I think we can from there. Maybe we could kind of follow the shape of the ground here and just kind of have like a little, so let's put it, oops, balloon. What are the chances we can get it right in that little hole? Okay. I guess pretty good. Did we just get Nook Miles for dropping that in the water? Skillful shot. Tell me about it. Sunny's a slingshot pro. Oh, that's too funny. One little square. We got it in there. Okay, but what I was saying was we're trying to build some water over here. Let's put this here. And then kind of a little corner going on. And we could kind of just, yeah, have it out like that, and then it'll come down here and kind of follow the shape of the land. And then, I mean, we really can just have it kind of straight over because it'll be up against a cliff, so it's not like it'll look weird that there's this flat edge on it, you know what I mean? It needs to be one further out than that. Or actually, let's see what this side of the... No, I think it needs to be... because this one goes out a little further. So yeah, actually I had it right. We're gonna make that side a little shorter. Not symmetrical because we don't have to do that. We do what we want. Alright, so that'll be... Yeah, I think this will actually work out pretty good. If we have just a little, kind of little fishing spot here, or we could put some cute benches around it or something, or something. And then we'll have the, oh, can't do it right there. We'll have the cliff coming right up to it because we can build a cliff like right on the edge of that. But we don't have to put in a waterfall. There's no rule that says we do. So let's try to figure out where exactly we want this cliff to go. Let's see. How do we want to do this around the corner? Because I kind of want it to come down the side a little bit. But we're going to have to be able to round a corner, maybe? Maybe we want it to come back a little further. Do we want to leave like a little edge on it so we can put something on there? Maybe that's what we want to do. We could put something on the edge. So get that filled in. Oh wait, I think we need to have it just a little bigger over here to test this out. So I know that like cliff building is a whole thing. But I kind of just trial and error it, so we might spend a long time getting this cliff just right. But that's kind of what I was thinking for the corner. Yeah, and then maybe we just kind of leave a little bit of space here for us to put something in there. Or even, we can just leave a little space there. And, like, just have this kind of shape like that around it. So what could we put there? We'll have to think about it. We have stuff. We have a little bit of stuff. we can get more stuff. And then, let's see. Yeah, if we do this, and we do this, then we can round that bit too. And kind of have this open a little bit so there's space to come up around it if you want to fish or something. Kind of have this go off to the side. I mean, we can have it come a little further up than that maybe. But yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work pretty cute. I mean, we might even could change like the shape of that, but once this bridge gets out of here, we'll have to get Carraleigh to get this bridge out of here for us. And we can figure out the shape of this. Alright, I'm excited now though. Alright, we gotta figure out where Flip's house is gonna go. Flip is gonna be, well, I mean, Flip's house is going there, but we are going to be replacing Flip. But his house will be over here in the orange grove. Let's put it on the beach. Let's get this stuff out of here. Let's put his house on the beach. And then we have all of the grass in the acre to do our cliffs and all the other things. And then whoever takes care of the orange grove is just going to live on the beach. And this is not our dock side, so we don't have to worry about any of that. They just get this cute little corner of beach all to themselves. I think that's a great place for a house. Okay. Well, let's grab these coconuts. And I'm going to pick these coconut trees up for now. No, I'm not, because my pockets are full. What are they? Ugh. Okay, let me go empty my pockets. Okay, I'm back. Let's eat these 2 cherries. I got a lot of stuff out of my pockets, because I even took, I was saving that fence that we were using in the meadow and everything, and I still had that and the flower seeds and everything in my pocket, and I just took those out too. So we have a little bit of pocket space. We can get this stuff out of the way, get this out of the way. I'm not saying we won't put them back down here. Do palm trees go along with an orange grove? We might just plant like a couple of orange trees on the corners here to go around the house. Or actually, could the house sit like right here? Like if we dug up, if we get these roses out of the way, we could put it right on this very corner of the grass. That might be fun. We just gotta get all these bushes and things out. But this is 4 spaces wide right here. And if we go back where I just cleared, then it's 4 spaces deep. Yeah, I think we should put it right on the corner of the land, and then they still have the whole beach to themselves. But they're not taking up any of it. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I think we'll put the house right on the corner here. So, boy, do we have some work for Carraleigh. Super exciting. Now, I did leave her a bag of 10,000 bells for the last move that she did. So she's going to have to move nooks and... Alright, we got to get rid of some of this. She's going to have to move nooks and flip. So we're going to leave her another 20,000 bells. I'm just going to put these flowers here on the peninsula for now. I know that means they're going to spread, but we're not going to leave them here long enough to spread very much because it hasn't been raining or anything, so I'm not too worried. But I want to get the rest of this out of the way. And then we got to have room to get 20,000 bells out. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll go leave that for Carraleigh along with our request. I'll put it down here so all the sugar goes together. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. I'm excited. Yeah, house on the little very corner here. Oh no, I missed. And then the orange grove is going to be behind it. And then cliff is going to come over to the meadow and nooks. So we have to figure out how nooks and the cliff are going to fit together too. Do we want it up on the cliff? Do we want it in front of the cliff? How are we going to do that? And then how that cliff is going to come here so it leaves room. And I think we're just going to like continue the cliff out from here. And from here. So that this is going to be one big continuous cliff through these 3 acres. Yeah, I like that idea. Flip, guess what? You're moving, buddy. How you like the beach? Until you move off the island, that is. How, you don't worry, we're building a hotel. You can come back and visit. How you been? You can't beat a cold protein shake after a hard workout. I live for that first sip. Well, you know what? We've just had a hard workout. We've been building cliffs and rivers and chopping down trees and digging up stumps. Why don't you make us a protein shake? Okay, super excited. Oh, wait a minute. Is Sparrow home now? Having fun somewhere else. We gotta go find Sparrow and say hi. Where's that megaphone when you need it? We're already super excited about all the stuff that's coming. But we could definitely use that megaphone right now because I have no idea where Sparrow's hanging out. Nobody is at the KK concert, which is kind of weird. While we're right here, let's leave this 20,000 bells for Carraleigh. We'll just put it with all her junk she has piled up here. Man, I thought our yard was messy. Oh, wait! I just put it away. Okay, drop. There we go. 20,000 bells for the jobs we need done. And we just gotta find Sparrow. Where is that guy? Is he up here in the market? Nope. This place is like a ghost town. Where is everyone? Aha! I see Sparrow. He's back here by Maple's house. Okay, let's talk to him. Hey, Sunny! What's with the puzzled look, bud? I told you I was gonna move here. I can't wait to get a taste of that Duality muscle soreness. Get ready to sweat. Like, whoa. Dude, we've already been sweating. Alright, well there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me and Sunny for our acre prep today. Appreciate you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.